Hello guys, it's your boy Moose, and we are back with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be telling you the best decks that you should probably use in Tower Heroes for solo play. These are suggested for literally any game mode, and yeah, I guess we'll get straight into the video. And before we start, I just want to show you guys something really cool that I was able to get when I was trying to do something with my alt. I got it. I was able to get my first ever special mimic. I was able to get the Blast Tech mimic. This took me finally like a while to get. I'm happy I was able to get this one through first. And no, I wasn't doing my easy mode strategy that I did in my one Blast Tech Barrage video. I was trying to like duo hard mode my alt account. I ended up losing like 2 of the rounds, and I had to sacrifice a lot of stuff to kill the Blast Tech mimic. But hey, it's all fine. In return, I get this extremely cool skin, and I can flex on people, even though I don't have like the rest of the skins unlocked. Anyways, as we go to inventory, I'm gonna show you how like the best decks to use in solo play. So let's view it. Of course, we have 5 decks here from A to E. These are like the most used decks that people like to use on hard mode, solo basically. And also shout out to Burke because I got this idea from him about decks, and I just like decided to make a random video because I know other content. So yeah. Again, to that one person, I'm still working on that alien attack video, so don't worry. I will get to that soon. And yes, I'm in a private server, guys. Anyways, we got the first deck. Now, if you notice a cycle against all of these decks, they all have Lemonade, Test Vector, Balloon Pal. These are for obvious reasons. Like, these guys are like the 3 majors. Of course, if you're playing something like Bleak Barons, you don't even need Lemonade Cat. But again, you're doing stuff like solo. If you don't know friends, you don't really need Lemonade Cat or all of these. You can place like extra towers. For all of these decks, you always need these 3, like 2 other towers. So the first deck we got is primarily for like raid maps, such as my like facility raid video. You can also do this on Abandoned Alleyway. It's also really used on the Chaos Kingdom, and also on Blast Tech Barrage sometimes if you're going for the risk. This is like a really good deck. Hot Dog Frank is able to deal with multiple enemies and like swarms, which is why it's considered that good in Chaos Kingdom. Let me also turn on the volume a little. The splash and the damage, and also Balloon Pal buffing its range and Spectre buffing its damage, makes it really good on raid maps especially. And Wizard is basically like your main DPS phase. It's like helping you be able to like kill bosses and enemies, and also it's your starter for the early waves kind of. So yeah, this is a really good deck. Next deck we have is the Wizard Branch deck. I used this deck on Abandoned Alleyway, and I also used it on Sacred Shrine. Of course, not solo, but of course duo with my alt account. This is like Hot Dog Frank variant, except it's a little bit harder since you have Branch, and Branch isn't like as good as clearing swarms like Hot Dog Frank is. But Branch still does help with the splash damage and also the amount of DPS it does. So yeah, this deck can be also used on raid maps, can also be used on like normal maps, but of course you won't really kill bosses as fast with this deck than the Hot Dog Frank deck. Next deck we have is like a casual deck you can use. You can use this if you're ever playing like with like other people. Scientist Branch, you have the 2 highest DPS towers in the game and have a pretty reasonable amount of damage. You're able to solo a lot of maps with this deck, not a lot though since your DPS isn't as massive with only like 1 person, but this is really good to use in multiplayer. Next deck we have is a really complicated deck. This is used mostly by pro players. It is Bite Stella. Now I'm honestly like, when I did my tier list video, I should have overranked Stella. This thing is so broken in many ways. This is like the big deck. So Bite is for the stun obviously, and Stella is for just the DPS. Literally, Stella is your only DPS. But the only reason this is complicated is because think of how hard the early game would be with just Stella as your only DPS. That would be extremely difficult to pull off. And not gonna lie, I would honestly have a tough time doing this deck, but this is a pretty good deck. I would say this is only used for solo and never for duo or like anything like that, because this literally just looks like a single player. It's only like Bite and Stella, man. For multiplayer, you already know Stella's gonna get like absolutely no damage in, because that's gonna have like no drawings. And the last deck we have, I just have this as a grinding deck. I'm just suggesting this to you guys because it's actually a really good grinding deck. Your DPS on this is Chef, and Discount Dog is just to help with lowering the cost. if you've seen most of my grinding tutorials, most of these always include Chef in it. So yeah, this is like a deck I made myself. I would honestly suggest this if you want to grind maps faster. But of course, don't use this that much in like solo hard play. You won't be dealing like any amount of damage. I would say only use this if you want to like fast grind on easy mode and stuff. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Pretty short video if I have to say so myself. I just had like no ideas. So thank you to Burke for giving me an idea randomly. But yeah, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's video. I have no clue what I'm uploading, but my school starts in 2 days, which kind of sucks. But I still will be uploading. Don't worry, guys. I will always make sure I keep that content grind up. But then again, I will see you guys next time or something. I don't know. But I'll see you guys, like, yeah, tomorrow. And I better hope I think I have an idea, or a video is not going to be tomorrow. They're gonna have to wait, like, the entire day until, like, the end of my school, because on the 5th is when I start school. And it ends at, like, 3:30 something, so yeah, that kind of sucks. But, yep, that's it for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you, Burke, for the idea. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.